Hello, my name is Gilbert, and I'm the President and Creative Director of Unwilling to Settle Incorporated, and I want to share a story with you today. 150 years ago, families packed everything they owned into a wagon. They hooked it up to a team of horses, mules, or oxen, and they left everything that was comfortable to them behind. Why? Because they had a dream, they had a goal, they had a destination. They set off on a journey. And invariably, something would go wrong during this journey. A wheel would fall off, an axle would break, a horse, mule, or oxen would die. A small percentage of those people did whatever it took to fix what was wrong and continue on their journey because they had a dream, a goal, a destination. But too many of them would look around wherever they broke down and wherever they're at, and they would say, you know what? This doesn't look bad here. I think I will settle here. Now, I don't want you or your organization to settle. But when I think of settling, I think of the sand in a fishbowl. And where is it? It's on the bottom. It doesn't rise to the top. I want you and your organization to rise to the top. I want you to be unwilling to settle. Now today, I'm telling this story from Old Washington State Park, where 10 years ago on a stage to my right, I told that as part of a keynote presentation, my first keynote presentation 10 years ago to an organization here. And I've told that story many times since then. Thousands of attendees later, hundreds of seminars and workshops and keynotes later, I'm still telling that story because I don't want you to settle. I do not want you to settle. I've been very fortunate in my life. I've had leaders and mentors in my life that challenged me not to settle. As a telephone technician, I had a manager that educated me, engaged me, and held me accountable, and I had to produce good results. And I became good at what I was doing because I could use these, my hands. But then when I was promoted into a manager position, I had to produce those same results, and I couldn't use these. It was more difficult. It was challenging. But fortunately, I had a leader that took time to invest in me and challenged me to build an educated, engaged, and accountable team. He didn't use those exact words, but he took me through the steps of doing that. I'm so thankful that he did not just expect me to distribute tasks and put out fires. He wanted me to grow and improve, and he left me with two valuable lessons that afternoon. Number one is managers manage, supervisors supervise, but true leaders improve. The second lesson he left me was that if I would do what he shared with me throughout the rest of my career, pay attention to this, even if I wasn't required to, that I would be in the top 10% of managers throughout my career. Such valuable lessons. I'm so thankful he invested in me and took time. A few weeks after that, an attorney shared some information with me and said, if it's not written, it did not occur. I took that to heart. I began writing everything down. Successes, failures, and what led to each. And I kept documenting things. And through many different positions and different levels with that organization, I kept writing things down. A few years later, or quite a few years later, I was area manager of human resources for my last 12 years prior to retirement. And boy, did I expand that written warehouse of lessons then in that position. I was primary contact of around 2,200 team members. And I learned a lot about people, but more about myself. I'm the only one that I can change. I also learned I did not want to settle. I saw people settle in positions. And here's the thing. I want to share some of these leadership lessons with you. The fortunate thing, as a result of writing all this down, a few years after retirement, a good friend of mine called me and said, I need you to design a leadership seminar. He said, I want it based on real life situations. Fortunately, I was able to go back through 20 plus years of day journals, day runners, Franklin planners, Palm Pilot files, yellow spiral notebooks, and pull out those aha moments and extract those things that, oh, I wish I'd have known this, or I wish I really messed this up, or this worked here, or this didn't work here. And I was able to put those together into a leadership seminar that evolved to a keynote presentation, that evolved to workshops, and they're all based on real life, personally witnessed successes and failures and what led to each. Now, my seminar deals with both leadership and life. And that's what I want to help your organization with. And I want you to be unwilling to settle And I'm going to share this information throughout as many locations as I can, because I was very fortunate that mentors and leaders shared it with me. Take a look at our website, see what we offer. I'd love to attend your next conference or meeting and share the message of being unwilling to settle with your team. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.